What's up guys, in this video I'm going to share 6 productivity hacks that I use every single day to help me be more productive in my day-to-day life and my business. What's good guys, it's Ebs. We're back with another video. 24-year-old digital marketing agency owner based here in London. As I said in this video, I'm going to be sharing my top productivity hacks with you. Now look, these are things that I've developed over a period of years, and they're kind of things that I will test for a certain amount of time, and then if I find that they work for me, I'll continue with them. Kind of a side note, one of the, I guess my passions is sort of biohacking and all of that kind of really weird stuff. So I'll always be testing out weird contraptions and supplements and different devices to kind of see if I can increase my productivity. That's kind of what I like to spend some of my time on. So without further ado, the first productivity hack that we're going to talk about is actually having routines. Now, this doesn't sound like a hack, but this is probably the most important productivity hack that I've developed. And you know, most people have heard of having a morning routine, which is kind of waking up and following through a set of tasks every day that get you ready for the day. But also more recently, probably within the last 18 months, so year and a half, I've developed an evening routine as well. So I'll always follow the same routine in the morning and in the evening. And what this does is it kind of tells my body, you know, when it's time to wake up, when it's time to go to bed, when to be productive, when to relax in it. And it helps all of the chemicals in your body know what they're doing. Because when you're out of a routine, if you think about it, if you're going out on, say, a Friday or a Saturday, what happens the next day? You wake up probably a lot later, you're tired, you're groggy, because all of the chemicals are out of whack. So by having a routine, it helps everything stay in balance and check, and it allows you to be a lot more productive. So I'll typically, you know, I won't go through all of it in this video, but I'll typically wake up, I'll meditate, I will get some light, hydrate, get to the gym, do my journaling, and I'll do all of that before I start working, because that primes me for work. Similarly, in the night time, I'll wind down, I'll do a few things like having certain types of tea, having some incense, putting on blue blocking glasses. That's actually what these are, but I have different ones for nighttime. So having a routine in the morning and evening is literally the number one thing that you can do to be more productive. All right, so the second thing I'm doing, so now this is more of a hack. So this is probably what you guys clicked for. I mean, it's something I found out more recently. Shout out to Iman Ghazi for recommending this. It's a website called and an app called Brain FM. That's brain.fm, and it's basically kind of sounds and music that you listen to, no lyrics in your background. So you'll stick your headphones on and you'll listen to this, and it's literally, they've literally got scientists working for their company that prove it boosts your productivity, you know, by 10-20% by emitting certain kind of waves into your head that kind of get you into focus. And there's all different types. There's ones for focus, relaxation, sleep. I've been using it for about a month, and it seriously works. Really good if you can use over-ear headphones. If you've got Bose Quiet Comfort, something like that, they work really well, or even in-ear ones work fine. But yeah, if you'll seriously get in the zone using that. So that's Brain FM. I'll leave a link below to them, and you can try them out. I think they have like 5 free trials or something, and it's ridiculously cheap for what it is. So I highly recommend giving that a try. Give the 5 free tracks a try, and I'm pretty sure you'll feel like you're in the zone. Okay, so third one, and I alluded to this earlier, but it deserves its own spot. It's meditation. Now, I've made a video on a device that I use for meditation. It's called the Muse. It's a headset that tracks your meditation. I'm not going to go into that in this video. You can go back and see my kind of full review and what I think of that. But regardless of whether you're using a piece of equipment or not, you don't have to at all to meditate. But really, meditation has lots of different benefits, tons of spiritual benefits. I'm not going to go into that here. I'm just going to keep this on productivity for this video. The number one thing I found for productivity is that it enables me to really observe what's going on in my mind. So when I'm working here at my desk and say, something pops up or a distraction comes around, it's an email, a message, whatever, I'm able to, rather than just quickly looking at that and instantly trying to reply to it, I'm able to kind of see it and register, do I need to do this now? No, and get back to what I'm doing. So it really lets me kind of stay focused in that sense. Also helps with things like reducing anxiety. There's tons of other benefits. You can look them up. I'm sure you guys know a lot about meditation. But I do 10 minutes a day in the morning. It's incredibly easy to do. What really helped me stick with it is using that Muse device. It's called, I think the website's Choose Muse. That's really helped me. But again, you don't need to use like a piece of tech to meditate. You can meditate with absolutely nothing, or you can use YouTube videos, tons of apps as well, like Headspace and Calm. They all work really well. I've used them all. Cool. So the next productivity hack that I use, and this is something I've been using for a good while, are newsfeed eradicators. So especially if you're running a marketing agency, right, you're going to be constantly having to go on social media, right? It's part of the job. Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. There are different Chrome extensions you can download onto Chrome, which will basically block out the newsfeed. So for example, on Facebook, you can have that entire newsfeed blocked off. So if you need to go on there to do some work, you're not going to get sucked into, Unilad stories and what's going on in the news and whatever crap's going on that's designed to take your attention. Rather than social media using you are now using social media to get your work done, put content out, whatever you're doing. So there's an eradicator for Facebook. I think it's called Facebook Newsfeed Eradicator. There's one for YouTube where you can get rid of all those fucking recommendations on YouTube, where you've got the sidebar, freaking jungle of videos in the middle. When you're going on really to just look to how to run Facebook ads, and you start watching Joe Rogan videos. So you can eradicate that too. For Instagram's the real killer. I haven't been able to really find one for Instagram. What you can do is you can unfollow a lot of people, or you can mute people. So if you don't want to, be unfollowing everybody and people asking what the hell are you unfollowing me for? That happened to me. You can just mute posts and stories. So when you're going on there, if you need to post some stories or go on client accounts, reply to DMs, you can literally just get straight there without getting, again, sucked into that newsfeed. So that's kind of what you can do for social media. And the next point really ties in with that, which is when you're on your phone, I'm pretty sure most people's biggest kind of number one productivity killer is their mobile phone. It's a double-edged sword because our phones enable us to do everything, right? But at the same time, they also take a lot of our time. So what I've done is, first of all, I just delete a lot of apps on my phone. So things like Facebook, LinkedIn, apps that I don't really need to have on my phone and that I can have on the computer if I need them. I just straight out deleted. That in itself will just, save you hours of time. Check out the screen time on your phone. I'm not sure how it works for other phones, but on iPhones you can go under settings, screen time, and you can literally look at the apps that are eating away your day. I know Facebook for me was a big one, a while ago before I did this, so that will save you a ton of time. And what you can also do is, even more importantly than that, is just turn off all the notifications, right? So your WhatsApp, your messages, the social medias you do have on your phone, whatever, just turn push notifications off. So rather than you being reactive to when somebody else wants you in their agenda, if somebody's sending you an email, for example, you can set out 1 or 2 times per day when you want to actually go and check these platforms to respond to things in between, say, your work blocks. I can do another video on how I actually structure my day, if that would be useful. Drop a comment below if you want a video on how I actually structure my day and kind of have super productivity work blocks, and how I've been able to really increase my output recently. But anyway, back to this. Turning off all those notifications means you're no longer in a reactive state, and you can be a lot more proactive about it. Say you need to reply to a load of emails, rather than replying to them as they come through, where you're in the middle of work and you reply to something and then it takes you another 15 minutes to get back on track. You can just set aside 20 minutes once or twice a day and reply to everything in one go. So just turn those notifications off. I promise you, you will not miss them. I had this fear at the start that I would miss stuff, and if this client needed to get in contact with me and I didn't reply instantly, they'd be upset. I promise you, they will not be upset. They'll just respect you more and respect your time more when you start respecting your time more. Trust me, that will happen. Okay, so that's 5 of the 6 things. Now the 6th thing is actually something that I've done more recently when I've moved into this place that I'm at, which is having plants. Now, most of my plants are kind of behind me, so you can't actually see them here. You can see my